They say home is where the heart is. For me, it had also become where the paperwork piles up, the mailbox fills with threats disguised as letters, and your neighbors smile at you prettily, right after they've already called the cops. Again, it all started with my truck. Not a monster truck or anything. Just a decent-sized pickup I used for weekend projects and the occasional fishing trip. I parked it on the street in front of my house, right along the curb, tires well within the line. It wasn't pretty, but it was legal. That I made sure of. I'd only been living in the neighborhood for 6 months when the letters from the association started. First one, then 3 more. Your vehicle is obstructing the roadway. Blocking driveways is a safety hazard. Please move it immediately or risk further action. But the thing is, it wasn't blocking anything. My driveway was empty. The house next door, their driveway curved in the opposite direction. There was no obstruction, so I pulled up the city's municipal code. I even measured the clearance myself. All legal. I sent the board an email with photos and the ordinance, hoping to settle it like reasonable adults. The next day, a patrol car cruised by my house. Twice. Then the knock came. Someone from the HOA reported your vehicle as illegally parked, the officer said, clipboard in hand but eyes already weary. I explained, showed him the ordinance, the photos, even my own makeshift diagram. He nodded, clearly unconvinced of the call's merit, but bound by duty. That was the first of 4 such visits. Each time, a different officer. Each time, the same complaint. And each time, my truck sat there, unmoved and unmovable in its legality. I decided to go to the next association meeting. It was held in the clubhouse. Plastic chairs, lemon cookies, and all the passive aggression you could stomach in one room. I stood up during the public comments portion and asked, as plainly as I could, why my truck had become public enemy number 1. The president, a retired banker with a pinched expression and a voice that could sand drywall, tilted her glasses down and said, "We've had several complaints. It's about maintaining the appearance of the neighborhood." "But it's legal," I said. "It's not blocking anything. If the city allows it, why doesn't the HOA?" She just pursed her lips and moved to the next topic. Pool hours. Later that week, I received notice that the HOA had filed yet another complaint, this time claiming the vehicle was obstructing emergency access. The wording had changed, but the motive hadn't. I called the city again. This time, I reached someone in code enforcement who'd had enough. "Off the record," he said, lowering his voice. "They've filed 3 complaints in 2 months, every one of them unfounded. Frankly, it's wasting our time. Can I file something in return?" I asked. He hesitated. "Not unless it escalates, but document everything. These kinds of associations, they operate more on power than principle." So I documented every letter, every visit, every voicemail from neighbors saying they didn't see a problem, but didn't want to get involved. My driveway stayed empty. My truck stayed parked. My resolve stayed firm. Weeks went by. Then, silence. No more patrol cars. No more notes on my windshield. No more passive-aggressive cookies. I heard later the board had been warned by the city. Abusing public resources for personal grievances was a line they couldn't keep dancing on. One of the officers involved in filing the reports had quietly stepped down. The others got quieter. Funny thing is, I still park in the same spot. It's just a truck. But for a while, it felt like a flag planted in the concrete. A quiet protest. A reminder that rules go both ways, and that sometimes the only way to hold your ground is to stand still.